Everton 0, Chelsea 0. That is the result for the game. It was actually a tough afternoon as predicted in my match preview that it is going to be a very tough afternoon, a difficult afternoon for Chelsea. I expected that we were not going to be allowed to express ourselves, especially going forward against this Everton side that is a very solid side in terms of defending, in terms of sitting back and keeping a low block. And of course, this brings our 7-game winning streak to an end. So Everton came with their game plan of sitting back and then having an opportunity and then taking the opportunity to hit on the counter, and my God, they did that perfectly. I think they were the better team in this game. Yes, not like we played us very poorly, but of course it was a case of Everton executing their game plan perfectly 100%. And of course you saw situations where that they could have caused Chelsea damage in Chelsea's box. Yes, they could have scored, and thanks to Robert Sanchez. I think Robert Sanchez was so good in this game. The two goalkeepers actually were very, very good in this game. Talking about Pickford and Sanchez, I think they were the better players in this team for both. They were the better players in this game for both teams. Talking about Pickford, I think he has continued his good form this season. Pickford is a very good goalkeeper, and today he has also shown that. And Sanchez, we have always been crying about Sanchez not being consistent, but again, it's a good thing to see that Sanchez was top of his form today, because my God, he made some very important saves. And also Tosin also did a good job today, because there was a chance for Everton to go ahead in that game, but you see that block from Tosin was so important, and of course was very pivotal in this game and in helping us get a point in this game. Some games are like this, very tough, and of course your players are going to have a tough afternoon. Yes, Jackson didn't have a good game today, and of course Palmer also didn't have a good game today. Yes, Sancho was very good. He produced some moments in the game, and of course in terms of in terms of taking his players 1v1, Sancho was good. But again, in the box, we were not able to convert our chances. We created more than Everton, and even on target, I think we had more targets, more shot on target than Everton. But of course, the two goalkeepers were top of their game. Pickford was good, Sanchez was good, and of course, that says it all concerning the result. This is the second game in this season that Chelsea have failed to score. I think after the game against Manchester City where we lost 2-0, this is the second game that we are not able to score in this match. So it says it all, and it says how solid and very difficult this Everton side is. Yes, if you look at the table and see their position in the Premier League, you begin to wonder, but how is this happening? Yes, they have not started the season really well, but again in their recent games you have seen that they have improved a lot, especially playing as playing defensively. They are really doing good. Now it is a 7 clean sheet for Pickford, and of course they earn it because in terms of defending, they are really doing the job. So so far we are still second on the Premier League table. I think we are now 35 points after playing 17 games. So it is not it is not even a bad place to be in the Premier League, especially going into the season and how people have expected us to perform this season. So I think it's a good thing. Some of these games, yes, can be like this, but of course in our next game we'll look forward to bouncing back and going back to winning ways. Concerning our lineup, I think I was okay with the lineup, but of course the only concern was on Disasi. Yes, and of course in the game you can see in some moment that Disasi was shaky, and thanks to Neto, who was always going forward and tracking back to help Disasi in that time, in that first half and in the period he was in the game. Madueke came in, he didn't make much impact. Nkunku also came in, he didn't make. It was just a poor afternoon and a bad day in office for Chelsea. Yes, we didn't lose, and of course It is Everton. It is a tough result as expected. Then we are going to take it, and then we are prepared for Fulham in the midweek. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for locking in. If you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and please share to please help this channel continue to grow.